first of all, you did mention that you are what, like a consultant
Mhm.
for athletes. What
Mhm.
do you do for these athletes? How do you actually help them and gain their trust
Yeah.
with these things?
So there are multiple things. So one thing, I'm not an agent, and I've never wanted to be an agent. And every agency in the world has probably tried to get me to be an agent at some point, but I don't like it because I don't like that line of work, and I don't like the nature of relationships. I don't like how the nature of relationships change. That being said, I have so many relationships with you know, former players and current players, young guys that are in college right now, high school kids that come to me for advice generally, or I'm just kind of their de facto lawyer as a result of just being around the guy that they know that can help them. And
Right.
so I help them. So I help them in a lot of formal ways and then also informal ways. The formal ways is I actually have workshops on NIL and branding and kind of all of the pitfalls that you need to understand from a legal perspective, right? Taxes, having an accountant, understanding what you signed, contracts, that type of thing. The informal way is much more about mentorship and making sure that they understand the life decisions that they're making, and they're being forced to make some of these decisions at a very young age. Imagine if someone you're 18 or 19 and somebody throws a couple million in front of you. You know, how does that not even if you're happy, even if you're level headed, how does that change how you feel, how you operate, how you move? I remember the NFL coaches, some college coaches used to hate going to the NFL because they said, look, all these guys have money. Some of them have more money than me. How do you coach
Right.
somebody like that? So imagine an 18-year-old kid or 19-year-old kid now with money. Who
Right.
sometimes making more money than their position coach. How do you deal with that? So I think part of it is trying to give them perspective. But again, it's hard. How do you give somebody perspective? And then you have family members in the background.
Yes.
And this is no matter what type of environment you come from, there are going to be family members calling, hitting you up, trying to control the situation, making deals behind your back, potentially telling people, well, I could bring him to this or whatever it is. People hitting you up for money and every other month, people close to you. So there are a lot of other things too that I encourage, like mental health stuff and really, really try to figure out who they are and what they want long term, and understand that this is great what they're getting right now, but there's a much longer life to live, and there are extreme consequences for the decisions that they're going to make as they continue to move forward.